The chronology pattern is used to organize a paragraph along a timeline. The reader is led through the paragraph by reference to time such as year, season, month, day, hour, minutes, etc. This is a very easy pattern for readers to follow because they're quite familiar with time references. Of course, not all paragraphs can be organized along a timeline. To see how the chronology pattern is used to organize the information in a paragraph, let's read the following paragraph together. The life and death of a star begins somewhere in space. Astronomers claim that a star begins as a cloud of hydrogen and helium. As the cloud moves about, it collects bits of dust and more floating gases. Then the cloud begins to warm as more dust and gases are pulled into it. After a long period of time, as the cloud becomes denser, heat and friction cause the atoms to explode. That is how a star is born. The star will burn for about 10 billion years as it radiates heat and energy. When the hydrogen begins to burn out, the star becomes even larger. At this stage, it gives off a lot of light, but not much energy. The star may continue to burn brightly, but dies when it runs out of hydrogen. This is the life cycle of a star. The writer used the following thinking strategies effectively to write this paragraph. Thinking strategy number 1. Title announces the focus. The title, The Life of a Star, announces the focus of the paragraph, possibly the birth, life, and death of a star, thus informing the reader what to expect. Thinking strategy number 2. Apply a suitable timeline, birth, life, death. This paragraph about a star follows a specific timeline to write about the life of a star, the birth, life, and death. The information in the paragraph is organized and developed along this timeline. Timeline of the birth, life, and death of a star. Star is born. Hydrogen and helium cloud formed. Helium gases added. Burns 10 billion years. Becomes denser. Atoms explode. Star burns. Heat and energy. Hydrogen burns out. Star becomes larger. Much light and little energy. The star dies. Dies, no energy, no light. The chart below shows how the chronology pattern is used to organize information in the paragraph. Thinking strategy number 3, conform to the paragraph format. The paragraph conforms to the paragraph format, which includes an introduction that states the main idea, a body that develops the main idea, and a conclusion that summarizes what was presented in the body. Once again, the chronology pattern and the paragraph format are used together to form a well-developed paragraph. Paragraph format. Main idea. The life and death of a star begins somewhere in space. Sub-idea 1. How a star is born. Supporting details. Begins somewhere in space. Heat and friction. Entire cloud ignites. Sub-idea 2. Burns 10 billion years. Supporting details. Radiates heat and energy. Sub-idea number 3. Hydrogen burns out. Supporting details. Star becomes even larger. Gives off a lot of light. Not much energy. Star dies. Conclusion. This is the life cycle of a star. Chronology pattern. Main idea. The life of a star. Body. Chronology. Begins somewhere in space. Then, after a long period of time, as the cloud becomes more dense, heat and friction cause the atom to explode. A star is born when the entire cloud ignites. This burning hydrogen fuses to form more helium, and the star slowly expands. The star will burn for about 10 billion years as it radiates heat and energy. When the hydrogen begins to burn out, the star becomes even larger. At this stage, it gives off a lot of light, but not much hydrogen. The star dies. Conclusion. This is the life cycle of a star. Using two frameworks, paragraph format and chronology pattern, creates a more challenging approach to writing a paragraph. but it helps to sharpen the focus and guides the reader through the more complex paragraph of the paragraph. This becomes more important as writers tackle more difficult and complex ideas. Try this. Go to sponsorvillage.ca, click on Writing and scroll to Chronology Pattern. Read the paragraphs demonstrating the use of the chronology pattern and complete the template. Use the answer key at the end of the activity to check your answers. Write a paragraph using the paragraph format to organize it and the chronology pattern to develop your idea. After you're pleased with your paragraph, edit it for grammar to create a reader's draft. Ask someone you trust to give you feedback on your paragraph. If you have any questions about the writing process, send them to askdrotto at sponsorvillage.ca. Enjoy your writing experience.